Hey guys, how's it going? So next up is actually the MP-21G Bumblebee, the G2 version. So history here is obviously meant to be a repaint that was based on Generation 2 Bumblebee. I had the first one, but I gave that to my youngest brother as a Christmas gift a couple years ago. And because MP-45 came out, and I got that right after that. But once I decided I wanted all the molds, like recently, I went out and just found this version for like $54 on eBay. So there you go. So I have this version, and I'm cool with it. It's fine. Major differences are this version does not come with Spike and or Daniel, depending on who you are in the exosuit. He comes with a jetpack instead, which part of me misses the Spike. Part of me is cool without it. We'll see. If I end up deciding to just bite the bullet and get the regular version, I'll review it and you'll know. But until that point, we're gonna go with this. So here we got him in robot mode, his vehicle mode, side of the box, other side of the box, top of the box, back of the box, all nice and cozy. This mold was the second masterpiece I bought. The first one was Sideswipe. And I was surprised I liked it as much as I did. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Here we have the figure itself. And he's a nice little Volkswagen Beetle. He's not based on the cartoon model, really. He's much more realistic, but that's okay. Come out here is accessories. And here he is actually compared to the original. Because I actually have a G1 Bumblebee. He's little. He's little. We'll come back to him. We'll come back to him later. But yeah, so here he is in his vehicle mode, and he looks quite nice, I think. Granted, he's not cartoon accurate, really, but that's perfectly fine. His accessory count, he comes with jetpack, which we'll get more into in robot mode. A couple alternate faces. Comes with an extra tire, his gun, and a license plate. And how I normally display him is that can come off too. And you can actually put this in the, but I can get it in there. You can actually put that in the spare tire and just plug it onto the back. And that's what I normally do. I actually like that look the best. Well, that's just me. So most of the accessories are going to come into play in the robot mode, so you might as well go ahead and get on to the transformation, which is not hard at all. So the gun comes off, and we're going to separate all that, straighten out the legs, push the feet down, close the doors around the feet, and push the wheels up. And there you go. Push that piece down and fold the rest of his waist up. Turn that around, that's gonna make the Autobot symbol. And we're gonna go ahead and pull his arms down. And then separate all that to make his arms. Then just turn all of that around. And when you can get it in there properly, you got a very nice looking Bumblebee figure for sure. Now he comes with two sets of stickers, a regular Autobot set and the G2. I picked the regular because I like it better. But there we have Bumblebee in his robot mode, and he's a nice little dude for sure. I think he's great still. He's not my favorite masterpiece by any means. And I still liked, even when I first got him, I liked Sideswipe better. But, you know, he's fun. I have quite a good time with him. So, here he is next to the original Bumblebee. And he's a lot bigger, but he's still, aside from the Cassettrons, he's the smallest dude in the line, which he should be. He's a little guy. But articulation-wise, he has heads on a full 360. He can look up. You can't really look down, but he's got a waist swivel. The engineered one in, that's pretty cool. His arm's on a ball joint, so can full 360. It's pretty tight though. Turns to the bicep, elbow goes about that far. His hands actually can't move. They can't even open, which is weird for a masterpiece toy. Legs go forward, back, knee. He's got an ankle, and it can go forward and back a little bit. So he's got pretty decent articulation, all things considered, for his size. He can, of course, hold his gun, which Ironhide actually comes with a bigger version of that gun, which is kind of cool. Let's see his faces. So if you go in right there, you can pop off the face. There you go. So I usually keep this super happy face on him. But you can go ahead and put on the face grill, which is more like what the original toy had. And then you could put the bumper back on, because it falls off on you. I'm thinking about just super gluing that in. But yeah, the original toy had that, so it's cool you can replicate it. I typically just give him the happy Bumblebee face. And also, if you take this backpack off, you could take these pieces and plug them right in to the side. This guy can attach to the back. And now he's got a jetpack, which they actually say is meant to go with the standard Bumblebee. So it's like they're trying to entice you to buy the repaint to get a certain accessory, which I think is kind of funny. But I guess it's their way to justify, oh, here's a repaint, but you get a new accessory if you buy the repaint. So they're like trying to justify making a repaint. But, you know. What can you do? There's not much more to say on this figure. He's really simple. Of the masterpieces we've looked at so far, not counting like the actual bad ones, like, you know, Skywarp and Megatron and Rodimus, of the good ones we've done so far, he's probably up at the bottom of my list. I'm not saying he's bad, because I still think he's good. I just think that compared to some others, he's just not as well done. But that's just me. But I would still say pick him up if you're a Bumblebee fan. He's a good figure, and for the time, he was the best Bumblebee out there. Whether or not he still is still actually a debate going on the internet. But we'll come back to that in about 24 videos. So hopefully you stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching this Bumblebee review, and I will catch you next time. Take care.